Hi, dear hearts. Happy Valentine's to all of you. That is wonderful to have you as my Valentine, as Saint Germain's Valentines. So, thank you so much for being my Valentine on this day. And I will share now the slides before we continue. Yes, let me see. Yes, the slides are there. So, yes, let me see. Australia, we have here America, Mexico, Mauritius, so Texas, Colombia. So thank you so much for your presence here, dear hearts. That is a wonderful feeling to share these Valentine days with all of you, because Valentine is all about love. It's not a love between a human and a man. No, Valentine is about love, kindness, friendship, worship of that presence that is within me, within you, within everyone's heart. So let us do our work. In the end, we talk more. So let me go. Everything is there. I am so happy to be here with you on Valentine's Day. It's a very special day, especially for beloved Saint Germain. And I think everyone celebrates love on this day. And today we are going to dive into the higher meaning of love and freedom through this beautiful discourse of beloved Saint Germain that was called The Alchemy of Freedom and the Violet Flame. So we are going to study the main points of this discourse. Then we are going to do a few violet flame decrees and a guided meditation. And to start, as always, I invite you to place the hands upon your heart and feel the presence of God within you. Remember who you are in this moment. And send your love to this presence. Feel the love of this presence. Feel the wisdom of this presence. Feel the friendship of this presence within you. And invite this divine intelligence to flow through you, through your thoughts, feelings, words, and deeds. And let us start with the opening blessing together. Beloved, mighty and presence here, there, and everywhere. We love you, bless, and thank you forever, forever and beyond, for I am in you, and you are in me. We are one on this journey through eternity. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And feeling the presence within you, let us move our attention to the Christmas star above of our homes. Connect your heart to the heart of that star. Then visualize that star shining like a sun, expanding millions of rays charged with ascended master love, ascended master kindness, ascended master friendship, ascended master perfect cooperation, ascended master obedience, ascended master brotherhood, ascended master perfection of light. And feel a mantle of golden light enfolding the area where you live, illuminating the people there, illuminating all humans' activities there, blessing the elementals there, blessing the forces of nature, and bring forth perfect harmony in your house, in your neighborhood, in your city, and in your country. And trust it's done and it's sustained. And now let us connect this Christmas star to the Christmas star above the Royal Teton retreat. Visualize that star above the Rocky Mountains, shining like 1,000 suns, expanding oceans of love and blessings to America, Canada, and the world. And feel the heart of the Rocky Mountains. There pulsates the brotherhood of the Royal Teton retreat. The Ascended Masters are gathered there to celebrate love, to celebrate friendship, to celebrate the presence of God, our source of love, light, and life. Beloved, learn to send His blessings to all of you. Beloved Saint Germain, thanks for your presence. I see Lady Nada, beloved Portia, Lito, Shara, and many other ascended masters there. And I ask them to support us during this service, to protect our atmospheres, to protect our internet connection, and to make us an instrument of their love and blessings to this world. And let us send them on this Valentine Day our love and gratitude for their assistance and blessings for us and mankind. Thank you, Brotherhood of Light. Thank you. Thank you. We love you. We bless you. We thank you forever. And it's done. Now, let us take the water and make the call for the elixir of life. Beloved, I am presence, Jesus, Saint Germain, angels of the violet flame, Lord Lanto, the brotherhood of the royal Teton retreat, lords of the elements and powers of light. Please charge this mineral water with whatever substances and virtues we need to restore the beauty, youth, health, vitality, and perfection of the ascended masters in our physical bodies. When you drink this water at the end of our service, by the light of God that never fails, I command, I demand, and it's done right now. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And so now we are going to study the discourse, and we start it to set the tone of who is speaking. So I didn't take the full discourse, but just a small excerpts from the discourse to study. And let us read these few lines from the beginning of the discourse. Beloved students of light, I greet you. I am Saint Germain, an elder brother and faithful friend of the seventh ray. On this day, I bring you the virtue I cherish most, cosmic freedom. So you see the humility and simplicity of beloved Saint Germain. He is the ruler of the Aquarian age. He is a Shohan, and even so, he just considers himself as a brother and a friend. That is the simplicity of the Ascended Masters. And I tell you, in all my connection with these great beings, I just see simplicity. Simplicity, humility, obedience, and service. And that is what we need to learn in our lives. that the greater we are, humbler we become. He says that the virtue he loves the most is cosmic freedom. And on these Valentine days, we can understand the cosmic freedom as a form of higher love. Love that frees, not control. Love that heals, not punishes. Love that helps us be who we truly are, our divine self. There is no love without freedom, and there is no freedom without love, dear hearts. The true love let people free, set people free. If there is something selfish there, there is no love. Is a misqualification of that energy. And then the master talks about the mighty presence in our instruments. He says, yesterday you stood in the boundless harmony of the mighty presence. His day during the 7 sacred weeks is the second after the mighty presence. And he continues, today you must actively prepare your instruments to sustain that perfection. And how is this accomplished? Through the alchemical power of the violet consuming flame. So let us pause here. The mighty presence, as you know, is the divine part of us, is our true spiritual identity, our source of life, light, and love, our real self in God, that master presence that we are right here and now in the cosmic levels. So, beloved Saint Germain tells that somehow we have a touch that harmony of the presence because we felt a great peace within our hearts, maybe through a special worship that we have done, meditation, a prayer, a spiritual experience without that presence within. But what happens when we face the world, when we come back to the world, we forget that harmony and we let ourselves be governed by the negative thoughts and feelings of the world. And he says, you must actively prepare your instrument to sustain that perfection. And when he says that, to sustain it, that means not to feel the reality, the truth of the presence in one single moment, in one day, but to hold that feeling of the presence all the time. And for it, we needed to have pure instruments. The instruments, you know, are your physical, emotional, mental, and memory body. That means the etheric. And I put here the etheric in the end because it's so important to understand that, especially when we use it, the violet flame, we start transmuting things. But one of the last thing to be transmuted, general, is the memory of the thing. So there is layers of misqualification of a certain pattern or programming, and you start transmuting those things in the mental level, in the emotional level, and then we start dissolving those patterns within ourselves. But one of the last things that we wish to be transmuted is the memory of the thing. And just when we do that transmutation to the end, to dissolve the memory, that we forget the thing. Normally, when we transmute completely, then we do not more think about something. We just forget it. We might remember if something bring it forth for us again, but it do not disturb us anymore because we dissolved the memory of that thing. So the Master continued to live in harmony and freedom. We must purify these instruments. And the way we do this is through the alchemic power of the violet consuming flame. So the violet flame is not just a beautiful idea, a construction of our minds, but it is really a practical spiritual tool that helps us to keep the harmony of our beloved mighty and presence in our daily life. It's for this reason that we have in the chart of the mighty and presence, we have within the tube of light the violet flame. And the violet flame is surrounding or in through and around our four lower bodies. And when that flame is blazing actively, constantly within the tube of light, that means in, through, and around us, that presence keep our four lower bodies in that purity of God. Because even when we do our work and we feel pure, it's so easy to be contaminated by the pressure of the world. And if the violet flame is not in action all the time, we purify our beings and we touch those discordant patterns and we become discordant again and again. So it's just keeping that violet flame blazing, blazing, and blazing, that we can keep our instruments and the purity of God to be a real instrument of the Ascended Masters and to flow with the harmony of the music of the spheres. So the Master continues saying that karma is just a misused light. He tells us your human experience, beautiful as it is, has accumulated layers of misqualified energy. The discord you call karma. So karma is just misqualified energy. This is not punishment, but misused light substance, heavy burdens that bind you to the past and deafen you to the music of the spheres, the harmony of God, the harmony of the universe. So therefore, I descend into your outer consciousness to offer you a humble but powerful gift, karmic release. because karmic release is not something different, but the purification of those misqualified energy. So he says that our human experience is beautiful because it's a privilege to be right here and now. But over time, we have great layers of misqualified energy accumulated within or around our life streams. And because of that energy, we cannot really feel our connection with God. We cannot really flow with love, wisdom, and perceive the truth. And then what happened? This misqualified energy block the presence to come forth and create core of those misqualified energies in our auras, and that misqualified energy become living entities, and those entities attract conditions and experience in our daily routine, but not as punishment. It's because just we have misqualified that substance, and in some way that substance vibrates and attracts situations that through those situations we can become aware of what we have done and purify those substance core of misqualified energies again and release those energies into light. So karma is misused like substance. In simple words, energy, we use it in this harmonious way. So this energy becomes burdens that can tie us to the past, keep us in repeating patterns, always happens something the same in my life. So I attract people that betrays me. I face always situation on I face or meet someone that harm me, hurts me, and those are things that happen. It's because I have those living entities vibrating those patterns in my aura. And if I do not dissolve those patterns within my aura, I will never be free from those ties, from those patterns, from those conditions that bores me. So, and it make it difficult to hear the music of the spheres, to vibrate our true song or keynote in this planet, and make it difficult to just perceive the harmony and the great vibrations from the higher realms of light. So on this Valentine's Day, we can see how some of this karma appears in our relationships through old pains in love, repeating emotional patterns, fear of intimacy. When I say it, is that we become someone that do not more trust anyone, because we are so traumatic that we make everyone distant. And I become someone with deep resentments. So Saint Germain offers us this gift of karmic release to free us from those patterns or burdens so that we can really be free. Then the master talks about the alchemy of the violet flame. He says, you possess the single most fantastic spiritual tool for this transformation, the violet flame, the very essence of the seventh way and my own being. When you invoke the sacred fire, it does not just neutralize energy, it performs a miraculous alchemy. It penetrates the dense atomic structure of your karma, the cause, the core, the effect, and the memory. And he stores the electrons to their pristine purity, release them back into the service of the Almighty. And to do which, we need to dissolve the thing until we dissolve the memory. And for this reason, the Ascended Master tells us, when we really transmuted something, we forgive and forget. And if we do not forget, it's because the memory is still there, and somehow I can call it forth again and make it alive again in my life. So this is a powerful description. He says we already possess this spiritual tool, because everything is inside us, because everything is in that presence that dwells within our hearts, and we need just to call it forth through the power of our attention. So the violet flame does not just work in our surface, but it goes deep into the cause of our problems, the core or root of them, the effect, and then in the last, the memory of it. And when the memory is dissolved, then we restore those electrons, the basic unities of energy, because life, everything in life, all the forms are made of electrons. And we restore those energy again into the purity of God, and then we release the electrons, and we release ourselves. So in simple words, the violet flame forgives, heals, transforms the energy of past mistakes, pains, distortions, and he turns that energy to light. And on Valentine's Day, we can think of the violet flame as the fire of divine love. Violet flame love. Love is freedom, and freedom is love. So love, divine love, is the only thing that is strong enough to burn away all the hurts, release karma, and give us a new beginning in love and in life. Then the master talk about personal and world applications. And he says, for personal burden, when you feel the heavy weight of negative thoughts, regret, or illness. See my violet flame blazing in through and around your four lower bodies. Command it to dissolve all internal destructive programming. Sometimes we just let the thing go so far. And when we let the thing go so far, then we have difficulty to dissolve it. But when all the times when I start feeling something negative or think something negative or something happen discordant in my life, and instead of complain about the thing in that moment, I use the violet flame. I call forth the violet flame to go deep into the root of that situation and to consume the core, the cause, the records and memories of that situation. Then I just make everything easier to me, and I see that I am not disturbed anymore by those situations. So when we feel heavy, depressed, full of regret, or even when experience illness, we can visualize and call the violet flame to blaze through us. You do not need a decree. Sometimes we are in a place that we don't have a decree. Today, with the cellular, sometimes it's good because we have something here. But most of the time, maybe in a situation, I don't have it. Maybe in some situation, even I cannot call it loud. But in that moment, if I calm myself, place the attention in my mighty and presence, and feel the violet flame just blazing through and around me, contemplate, beloved Saint Germain, the angels of the violet flame, Arcturus, Zadkiel, it doesn't matter. In that moment, I call forth the violet flame and just visualize the violet flame unfold in that situation. It's something so simple to do. And sometimes in 1-2 minutes, we can release ourselves and release that situation from discordant conditions just by 1-2 minutes of being perfect centered in our presence and releasing the violet flame to something, to ourselves, to our ties, to our feelings, and we dissolve that. So then the master tells us that you can do the same for the world. So he says, don't just observe the global struggles, immerse them in the violet flame. See the flame rising from Mount Shasta or the Royal Teton retreat, covering entire nations caught in fear, hatred, and conflict. This means that we should not only complain about the news or feel powerless. We can take spiritual action by calling the violet flame for countries in conflict, for government, for economies, for collective fear and hatred. Do not let yourself be caught by the negative pressure of the world. We cannot help the world by complaining about things. We just can help the world when we see something negative. We know that it's negative. We know that that thing is not good, but we hold ourselves from complaining. And in that moment, we calm down enter in the presence, connect heart to heart to beloved Saint Germain, for example, or other ascended master, and then just expand the violet flame, the pink flame, the golden flame, the flame of peace into that situation, the forgiveness flame, the compassionate heart of beloved Kuan Yin. And then we help the world. We help to clean the atmosphere of this planet. But if you complain, we just imprison more elemental life. We just misqualified energy again and again, and we create living entities of negative patterns in the atmosphere and in our auras. So if we do it in the right way, then we become really light workers and co-creators of a better world. A light work that for darkness is not a light work. We can say a dark work because every time that we let ourselves in the negative pattern and we start complaining about things, I am not a light work anymore. I am a dark work because I am pouring darkness into the atmosphere. I am pouring hatred into the atmosphere. I am imprisoning elementals. So I am not a light work. I am a dark worker. Conscious or unconscious. So to be a true light worker, we need to pour just light, love, and peace to this world. So on these Valentine days, we can especially send the violet flame and divine love to all places where love is needed. Places of war, places of division, families and communities that are suffering, hearts that feel alone, unloved, people that have forgotten the light. So on this day that we call the day of love is the day of pouring love, not just for our partners or friends or children, but to everyone, to everything on this planet. And then in the end of the discourse, the master connected freedom, discipline, and responsibility. He says, but remember, beloved ones, freedom is not license. It is discipline. It is the conscious, momento by momento choice to stay vigilant over your thoughts and feelings. That is responsibility. If I want to be a true light work, I need to take on this responsibility of holding the immaculate concept for this world. And he reminds us that the real freedom is not just doing whatever we want. Real freedom is inner mastery, inner self-control. It is the discipline to observe our thoughts, watch our feelings, and choose harmony again and again. Because harmony is a choice. Happiness is a choice. And you need to choose it again and again, especially when we are in this world. And we are here for a reason. And the reason that we are here is to master substance, energy, vibration, and to be that presence of God, of love in action here. So Saint Germain said, when we accept this karmic release, we need to be ready for more responsibility. And so we become architects of this new age and instrument for the manifestation of the perfect patterns of beauty and love of the new golden age. So on Valentine's Day, this has a very practical meaning. If you want love and free and healthy relationships for us and the world, we must be ready to take responsibility for our own reactions. We need to learn to not react, to not be a being of effects, but being a being of cause, and the cause of love. To purify our instruments, to practice forgiveness and understand, and not only blame others. We have always something to blame, dear hearts. We may say, oh my God, that person that is in the government, yes, it's crazy. But if that person is not there and come another person, we are going to find something else to complain. We have something always to complain if we want to complain. So we need to start to blame people and to be instruments of light. That means, okay, I do not agree with that, but instead of complaining, I go to pour light there. I go to pour wisdom there. I go to call forth the presence of God to dissolve that impurity, that misqualification, and to turn that thing again in the harmony of God. So the violet flame is there to help us, but we must cooperate with it through our daily choices. And if we do it, Saint Germain promised us that he will multiply our efforts 1,000-fold. But we need to hold ourselves in that willingness of being a light work, an instrument of love on this planet. And that is, beloved Saint Germain discourse. We could talk about it more and more, but for today, I think it's some beautiful instruction that we need to meditate the whole year. And now we are going to enter the part of our decrease. And just focus on yourself in this moment. Take a deep breath and exhale. Imagine a soft violet light in your heart, and then the violet light becomes a flame, and then a living fire of love surrounding you. And let's make our calls within this violet fire of divine love. Together, feeling the violet flame blazing in through and around you, let us call. In the name of my mighty and presence and beloved Saint Germain, I invoke the violet consuming flame now. In the name of my mighty and presence and beloved Saint Germain, I invoke the violet consuming flame now. In the name of my mighty and presence and beloved Saint Germain, I invoke the violet consuming flame now. Blaze, blaze, and blaze in the violet flame, in through and around my four lower bodies. Blaze and blaze and blaze the violet flame, in through and around my four lower bodies. Blaze, blaze, and blaze the violet flame, in through and around my four lower bodies. Transmute the cause, the core, the effect, and memory of all misqualified energy I have ever sent forth. Transmute the cause, the core, the effect, the memory of all misqualified energy I have ever sent forth. Transmute the cause, the core, the effect, and the memory of all misqualified energy I have ever sent forth. And just feel the action of the violet flame releasing you from this misqualified energy right here and now. Now let us focus on our relationships and on the true meaning of Valentine's Day. Bring your awareness to yourself, your current or past partners, your family, your friends, anyone with whom you have strong emotional connections. Imagine these relationships surrounded by soft pink light, the light of divine love, and at the same time by the violet flame, cleansing and freeing. I love to see my connections within this violet pink light. Normally the center is violet and the edge pink. And let us call, beloved violet flame, blazes through all my relationships, past and present, known and unknown. Beloved violet flame, blazes through all my relationships, past and present, known and unknown. Beloved violet flame, blazes through all my relationships, past and present, known and unknown. Transmute every record of hurt, betrayal, disappointment, misunderstanding. Transmute every record of hurt, betrayal, disappointment, and misunderstanding. Transmute every record of hurt, betrayal, disappointment, and misunderstanding. Replace it with divine love, forgiveness, compassion, and freedom. Replace it with divine love, forgiveness, compassion, and freedom. Replace it with divine love, forgiveness, compassion, and freedom. I accept only relationships that honor the light in me and in others. I accept only relationships that honor the light in me and in others. I accept only relationships that honor the light in me and in others. On this Valentine's Day, I consecrate my heart to divine love and cosmic freedom. On this Valentine's Day, I consecrate my heart to divine love and cosmic freedom. On this Valentine's Day, I consecrate my heart to divine love and cosmic freedom. I am worth of love. I am capable of love. I am an instrument of divine love. I am worth of love. I am capable of love. I am an instrument of divine love. I am worth of love. I am capable of love. I am an instrument of divine love. Take another deep breath. And exhale. Breathe in love. And let go everything different of love. And feel your heart expanding in gentle peace. Again, deepen, breathing love. And exhale everything different of love. And let go now and forever. And now for the world and global karma. Let us extend our love and the violet flame to the holy planet. Imagine the earth in front of you like we do when we do our protocol. Seeing the earth like a beautiful blue and green sphere surrounded by a mighty pillar of violet flame. The violet flame that we pour upon this planet through the ascended master presence that we are. See this light going to places of war, violence, poverty, injustice, and suffering. See it also going to governments, economies, schools, and families. And let us call, beloved I am presence in Saint Germain, place the violet consuming flames through humanity's collective karma now. Beloved I am presence in Saint Germain, blaze the violet consuming flames through humanity's collective karma now. Beloved I am presence in Saint Germain, blaze the violet consuming flames through humanity's collective karma now. Transmute the patterns of war, hatred, and separation in all nations. Transmute the patterns of war, hatred, and separation in all nations. Transmute the patterns of war, hatred, and separated in all nations. Let divine love and right solutions manifest in governments, economies, and communities. Let divine love and right solutions manifest in governments, economies, and communities. Let divine love and right solutions manifest in governments, economies, and communities. We accept the golden age of freedom, cooperation, and peace in according to the divine plan. We accept the golden age of freedom, cooperation, and peace according to the divine plan. We accept the golden age of freedom, cooperation, and peace according to the divine plan. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now, gently relax. Feel that this work is done at the inner levels. Visualize the beloved Saint Germain in his violet flame, blazing in through and around you and the planet. And trust the Master in this moment multiplies our efforts 1,000-fold. Thank you, violet flame. Thank you, beloved Saint Germain. Feel this peace in you, in the heart of mankind, in the heart of this planet. And it's done. And now, let us just anchor this karmic release and even more or deeper within us, doing this guided meditation. Make sure that you are comfortable with your back straight. Place the hands on your lap, palms up or down as you prefer. Close your eyes in this moment or keep them half open. And let us begin. Take a slow, deep breath in. And slowly exhale. Again, breathe in deeply. And breathe out, releasing any tension. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out, relaxing your shoulders, your jaw, your eyes. Now bring your attention to your heart center, in the middle of your chest. Feel or imagine that your heart is a safe, sacred place. If any thoughts appear, it's okay. Just let them pass like clouds in the sky. Return your attention softly to your breath and to your heart. Now, in your heart, imagine a small violet flame. It is gentle, loving, and alive. With each breath, this violet flame becomes a little bigger, brighter. See this violet flame expanding from your heart into your holy chest, then into your holy body, filling your head, your arms, your hands, your legs, your feet. You are a being of violet fire, and you are now sitting inside a pillar of violet fire. This fire is cool and comforting, and at the same time very powerful. Silent, you can say inside. Beloved violet flame, thank you for transmuting all that no longer serves my highest good. Beloved violet flame, thank you for transmuting all that no longer serves my highest good. Beloved violet flame, thank you for transmuting all that no longer serves my highest good. If you like, you can bring into this flame any burdens you are carrying. You don't need to carry them forward. Let them go. Any guilt, any sadness, any fear, any anger, any painful memories. You do not need to analyze them. You do not need to understand everything. Simply offer all those things into the violet fire, like placing heavy stones into a river of pure light. Let the violet flame gently dissolve these burdens, returning the energy to pure light. If some situation comes to your mind now, maybe a relationship, a mistake, a regret, trauma, illness, doubts, fear. Just place them into the violet fire and say, I release these into the violet flame. I choose freedom. I release these into the violet flame. I choose freedom. I release these into the violet flame. I choose freedom. stay a few moments in silence, just feeling the action of the violet flame, and feel this transformation, the complete transmutation of everything undesirable. Now, above your head, imagining a soft pink and golden light of divine love. This light slowly descends. It gently enters through the top of your head and flows down into your heart. Your heart becomes a temple of pink and golden light, full of peace and tenderness. Feel this love flooding your holy being, and that you are deeply loved, loved, loved by your I am presence, loved by life itself, loved by the divine source from which you were born, loved by the ascended masters, loved by the archangels, Elohim, and cosmic beings of light, loved by the brotherhood of the Royal Teton Retreat, loved by the violet flame, loved by beloved Saint Germain. And on this Valentine's Day, allow yourself to receive the message. You are worthy of love. You are capable of love. You were born from love itself. You deserve love. You deserve love. Say, I deserve love. I deserve love. I choose love. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am love. And let this love fill any empty places inside your heart. And now gently let this pink and golden light flow out of your heart, expand and first to your inner child. You need that child alive, because life, only that child, is so boring. Send this divine love to your personality. It's through this personality that you can experience life here. Yes, this personality is sometimes so resistant. But if you pour love into it, it will become an instrument of love. And pour love to your divine self, that ascended master presence that you are, and you shall become in this human octave. Then pour love to the people, dear and near, your family, friends, and partners. And now pour love to even to those who have hurt you. And just bless them and let them go. Do not try to understand the things. Just pour your love to those people who have hurt you and let them go in love and be in love. And now let this love, this light, this peace expand to all humanity, to every person who feels alone, unloved, or is in pain in this moment. On this day, and give them relief. Release their suffering by the power of your love. And silent, affirm, I am the love of God in action. I am the violet flame of freedom. I bless the earth with love. I am the love of God in action. I am the violet flame of freedom. I bless the earth with love. I am the love of God in action. I am the violet flame of freedom. I bless the earth with love. I am the love of God in action. I am the violet flame of freedom. I bless the earth with love. Now take another deep breath, breathing in and slowly exhale. And feel gratitude in your heart. Gratitude to your own I am presence, to beloved Saint Germain, and to all beings of light who assist you, who assist us, assist the Holy Planet. And know that something good has been done and accomplished today inside you and for the world. And then feeling, release it, feeling the world, release it by the love of the presence, the love of the violet flame in all the ascended master and great beings of light. Now return your attention to your physical world. Take again a deep breath in and out. Begin to feel your body again, the awareness of your physical level, of your feet, hands, your face. Move your shoulders, fingers, and toes, and feel ready, aware, awake, aligned. Open your eyes and see the perfection of God everywhere. And hold this peaceful feeling and this positive thought for you and everyone. And let us take the water and finish the call for the elixir of life. Together, beloved, I am presence, Jesus, Saint Germain, angels of the violet flame, Lord, lend to the brotherhood of the royal Teton retreat. Lords of the elements and powers of light, please charge and charge this mineral water with the blessings from the ascended masters octave of light, and put here all the substances you need to restore the beauty, youth, health, vitality, and perfection of the ascended masters in our physical bodies. Transmute this water into the elixir of life. Transmute this water into the elixir of life. Transmute this water into the elixir of life. We are so thankful. By the light of God that never fails, I command, I demand, and it's done right now. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And feel the reality of this elixir of life, charged today with divine love, karmic release, and the blessings of beloved Saint Germain and the angels of the violet flame. And let us drink it and bring it into manifestation on this world together. And it's done. And feeling light, peaceful, happy, released, loved, and give you thanks. Let us go together. Beloved, mighty young presence, Jesus, Saint Germain, angels of the violet flame, seven mighty, Shohan, seven mighty Elohim, seven mighty archangels, brotherhood of the royal Teton retreat, and all who have assisted us during this service. We are deeply grateful for your unwavering support, protection, and blessings. We love you, thank you, and bless you forever. And give you thanks. Send your love to your I am presence, to the I am presence everywhere. Let us close this service. Calling beloved, mighty, I am presence here, there, and everywhere. We love you, bless, and thank you forever. forever and beyond, for I am in you and you are in me. We are one on this journey through eternity. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And yes, if you do not know the Ascended Master Dictations of the 2025 Seven Sacred Weeks, the book is already available on Amazon. There is two versions. One version is the ebook or Kindle version. In that version, I put it in violet and with the pictures of all ascended masters because it doesn't change the cost. But for the paperback version, I have made it inside in standard black color because it costs almost half price. And I think the most important thing is to have the words of the Ascended Masters. So to make it affordable for everyone, I place it in a standard inside, and there is no not all the pictures. I just place for the energy the Shohan of each week. So before the dictations of that week, I place beloved Moria, Lanto, and so on in a monochrome. That means in black and white, but it's so beautiful. The book is really so powerful too, and it's affordable for everyone. And my copy, you come, I think, Tuesday when I have it, I go to show to all of you. And yes, it's a really good price. I put it in cheaper as I could so that everyone can have it and just study the discourse at home. If it's not available in your marketplace because it's a standard, the book is available in many marketplaces, but of course not the small ones. For example, I think in this area of Germany, maybe not in Switzerland, but the people from Switzerland can order it from Germany and will not cost so much the delivery of this book. So if it's not in your marketplace, you may check in the marketplace, a big Amazon marketplace near you, because sometimes if we go through Amazon.com, maybe it's so far. No, we pay more for the deliver of the book. So check it out, and the dictations are wonderful, and it's so wonderful to have the book within us. And I love to have the book because I love to read in my living room or in spring when I am in terrace. I like to have a paper book to sit there. You see, I have my iPad and I have many books there, but I don't feel comfortable with the iPad to read and outside. Here inside in my room, normally I can read in the iPad, but as I am outside or when I go to a place that I need to wait until my appointment is ready, so I am waiting, so I take a book and I like to have it in paper. So it's there, check out. I put in the description of the email, the PDF that I send to all of you. And yes, just to see this golden book, This is a mock-up, but you see, I go to make it a series in golden, in yellow, in honor of the Brotherhood of the Royal Teton Retreat, because this outpouring of the 7 sacred weeks comes from there. The flame of wisdom of the brothers of the golden rod. And for this reason, I choose yellow, golden yellow, to be in that vibration of the brotherhood of the Royal Teton Retreat, the brotherhood of the brothers of the golden rod, and yes, the flame of Kutumi, of Lanto, and the illumination. And now we are going to meet next week. Next week, we are going to have something shorter again, as we have done last week. We are going to do alignment again, and then the magnetization of the 7 rays, but not as we have done last week. We are going to use the statements of the 7 mighty archangels. I think those statements were given in the 2022 7 sacred weeks. So we are going to do, but it will be shorter, again, around 50 to 1 hour. So, and I hope to meet you there, because as always, when we align ourselves, we are aligning the conscious of mankind together. And when we are drawing the 7 rays into ourselves, we anchor those rays into the heart of this planet. And as we do it together, we multiply the power of this magnetization and alignment for all of us. And as ours, if you want to cooperate with me in this work, please, I accept donations via PayPal, and I thank you so much, and may God bless you 1,000-fold. Like beloved Saint Germain, may God bless you with boundless opulence and happiness. And let us just assimilate a little bit, just anchor the energy of our service within your heart. Accept the blessings, and keep your harmony, because that is the most important thing, to keep harmony. God bless you, dear hearts. Thank you for being my Valentine. I am feeling so good, so peaceful. I am feeling the energy of love. I am really almost in tears, because I feel through love that connection with Saint Germain, the Brotherhood of Light, and all of you. Happy Valentine. Have a wonderful week. And yes, I see you next Saturday. Love you. Bye.